Today I'm going to be unboxing this new Blu-ray release of the film Fatal Attraction. These reissues are coming out from Paramount in a new series that they're calling Paramount Presents, which you can see in the top left corner of this packaging. Other films that are coming out in this wave of re-releases are things like To Catch a Thief, Airplane, Ghost, Pretty in Pink. There's just several that are slated for release, and I'm sure they'll add a bunch more in the coming months. I started with Fatal Attraction for two reasons. Firstly, it's the first film. It's got #1 down here on the spine, but also because the pre-order price was really good. This thing was $13. It's now up to $23, which is the same price that all the other films are at. So just started with this movie. I don't even really know that I've ever watched Fatal Attraction all the way through. And if I did, it was just on TV in some edited format. So I've probably never seen the movie in its original theatrical form. Anyway, just take a look on the outside. We already looked at the spine over here. On the back, we get a synopsis of the movie, and there's really not many special features. I think some of the criticism I heard was that these are kind of losing a lot of the special features in the original Blu-ray copies, and they're being reissued with new features. Like I think it says here, new feature, filmmaker focus from director Adrian Lyne discussing Fatal Attraction, and then there's a few other original special features. A commentary track from the director, rehearsal footage, and apparently an alternate ending. So yeah, again, I don't know much about the release history of this film on DVD and Blu-ray, but it sounds like maybe we're losing some special features there. Just look at the other side. I've already slit this open just to make it easier. And it kind of comes in what seems like a plastic sort of slip cover. I don't know, let's go ahead and take a look. I'm curious to see what this packaging looks like myself. I kind of like to buy movies like this, so even though I'm not a fan or don't know much about the film itself, I do like these interesting packaging designs. So it looks like it kind of opens like a book a little bit. Oh, I see. So I think we're getting, this is probably like the original poster art, theatrical poster art. Very similar to what's on the front cover with this kind of torn photo effect going on. So let's take this slip off and pull the movie out. I'll set it to the side here. And once we get to the actual Blu-ray case itself, it's just a standard looking Blu-ray case, but it's in this clear plastic instead of the traditional blue. So the front is identical to the front of the slipcover. Looks identical all the way around. So I'm going to pop it open just to see what we have inside. We've got some inside art, so I'll remove the disc so we can take a look here. Looks like it's got a quote from the filmmaker at the bottom along with a bunch of stills from the film. See if I can read this. It says, "I've always loved layers in film. I've always loved not just having the scene play, but having an undercurrent of something else." That again is from the director. And having not seen this movie in a very long time, I'm not exactly sure what he's alluding to there, but looking forward to watching this. There's really not much else. I was kind of hoping there might be, they've got these little holders here where you can put like a little digibook or something inside, just a little pamphlet with information, but we don't really get anything like that. So aside from this case, we really have the slipcover. It seems to be the main idea behind this packaging. You can kind of stretch it out and present it. I don't know how you would put it on your shelf that way. I think it's just going to have to operate as a slipcover. So a little disappointing. I maybe was expecting a bit more from this type of packaging. Again, I can't say much about the film itself, but I'll probably be taking a look at it in the next few days. So if you're looking at any of these releases in this Paramount Presents line. It looks like this is what's going to be the type of packaging across the board for all the releases, I would assume. Maybe we'll get lucky and some films will actually have some kind of insert with some extra text or photos or just, some other written content to enjoy. So that's it for now. If you're a fan of Fatal Attraction and don't own it on disc, just like I do, this might be the version to pick up. Again, it had a great pre-order price of $13, which is what I jumped at. For $23 at this point, unless you really do like this packaging, I would probably suggest just waiting maybe for Black Friday or something whenever it goes on sale. And if you're not a fan of this film, like I said, there's going to be several more films released under this Paramount Presents banner. So if you're a fan of the comedy Airplane, the romance drama Ghost, or any of the other titles that they have coming out, Pretty in Pink, an 80s kind of classic, there's a lot more movies coming out under this line. So again, this is number 1 in this series, and I think this is what you can expect as far as packaging. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I'll see you next time.